you're going to be doing it at Lansdowne. How much of that was hardcore discussion to be able to do it there with OSEG as apart from Parliament Hill?
Yeah, the Senators didn't have that much direct discussions, other than I did meet with Roger Greenberg, just basically exchanged ideas, but it was more of a very cordial discussion. Most of those negotiations took place between OSEG, the city, and the NHL. We had to get things straightened out of who does what and who the sponsors are. I know there was a lot of discussion around that, but we weren't involved that much in that.
Eugene, do you feel like it's taken a long time to get here?
Yeah, it has. I don't know. We started talking about this. The whole idea came to me back in March a year ago. And my first reaction was no, because the record of the hosting team in these things is not good. I think they've only won 6 out of the 22 games. So that was my first hockey reaction. Then I thought, you know what? If it was in front of Parliament Hill, it would be awesome. It'd be iconic. And then when all of a sudden out of the blue they came back and says no, I had to make a decision of whether we were interested still in doing it at an outdoor stadium, and the idea grew, and we ended up making a decision to say, yeah, we're all in, and we're going to make this thing we're going to do a great job. So,
how much more can you do with the game? Maybe junior game, alumni game.
Yeah, they're doing that right now. I mean, talk about taking some time. We need to at least get all the agreements in place. They're now we know the Senators are showing up. We know Montreal's showing up. Now they're going to work around it to make it a very festive weekend. So we're considering everything, including alumni, junior. I was even looking at maybe doing something with Belleville, possibly, but the logistics don't work as well. It'd be a fun idea, but at the end you have to keep that stadium open. You have to keep ice open. So we're working through it.
Mr. Melnyk, some people will say that for two teams really to build a rivalry, you need to meet in the playoffs. You need to develop some bad blood. Canadians and the Senators have a really good spirited rivalry, and when the Habs come down here, there are so many Canadians fans who come down, sometimes it's hard to tell who's the home team.
Yeah, it's true.
Can you talk a little bit about the rivalry between these two teams and how special it is that you two guys are going to meet at Lansdowne?
I think especially after this year, the way we're going back and forth in first place, second place, I think it's a great rivalry. A lot of people here, before the Senators, were already Habs fans. You either were a Leaf fan or a Habs fan. But if you notice, there's a growing trend that a lot of people travel. If you saw last night's game, Chicago, there were a ton. I mean, they're staying all at the Brook Street. I know, because that's where I'm staying. And they're all Blackhawk shirts. Boston was the same thing. We had all these Boston fans coming. And I guess they find it cheaper to come here, watch a game, and pay for a hotel room. And I guess they follow the team. I don't know. I haven't interviewed, but there's a lot, especially Montreal. I think this coming weekend you'll see it. They'll come to our game. We'll go to their game, and I think it's a very healthy rivalry. We've met in the playoffs before. It was nicely describing it, aggressive games, and we're fighting for the same thing, and that's the Stanley Cup. In this case, I think it's going to be all pride talking. Our team is not going to let them win, and the odds are against us. But everybody's going to be on another level for this kind of game.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, sure.
Parliament Hill, was it because of a security risk?
No, I couldn't come up with one reason that was proposed that couldn't be solved. And no, security? No. You got to be kidding. I was here in Canada today. There's 500,000 people dragging themselves around drunk. Not all of them, but no, it's a party down there. There's no reason. That security is not a good excuse. I don't know what their excuse was, but who am I going to chase? I'm happy to have the game. I'm happy that it's in Ottawa. It's great for our city, and I think it's great for Canada. It's appropriate. But that would have been how you miss on a opportunity for a 3-hour infomercial globally. I don't know.
It still sounds like there's, I don't know, some hard feelings about not being on Parliament Hill.
To me, it doesn't matter. It does, but it doesn't. It's more for Canada. I thought, come on, guys, and ladies, it's it's all these anniversaries all at the same time. And it takes some effort. Somebody's got to step up and get it done and shepherd it through. And, the more effort came out of Jim Watson's office than you can imagine. The NHL, OSEG, we all were working hard to get it done. And but we were committed to doing it, and we got it done. And everybody had to give in a little bit. We had to work a little harder, but it's coming. So that's all I'm happy about.
Are you relieved now having it done?
Yes, it is. We have to work on the other projects that we have in our pipeline.
When do tickets go on sale and things like that?
I heard. No, that's another thing. I know that as soon as they've got the seating, I believe it's in a couple of weeks.
Okay.
But I could be mistaken. I mean, this is all just happened.
What do we anticipate the ticket prices will be like?
Don't know. They haven't set them yet. But they're generally, I remember for the All-Star game, they were in the 300 range.
Yeah.
They'll be below and above. But if you'd use that as a benchmark, and we sold out it was a big deal. It was sold out well in advance. In this case, Montreal is going to grab up a lot of tickets. And I think that it will be a sellout. And we have an obligation to make sure it is. Not a sellout, but it is successful. So we've basically, the Sens stepped up and committed to making sure that X number of tickets are sold. So we're actually on a financial hook as well.